You can sleep with my voice. Hi, it's Michelle from Movement Lesson, and as you know or don't know, we are getting in oils. I've created a line of CBD oils, but with essential oils. Parents use the oils in various ways for muscle movement, and so I'm doing very specific cocktails. Now, to work with the feet, I'm actually going to go with Tranquil, but also could recommend Tenderness. If you're working with a high tone person, then there are other oils for those kind of toe features, but if you can see, hers are very nice. But again, if someone's going to bed, you want to help put them to sleep, to relax them, so I'm going to go with Tranquil. You really don't need much at all. Leaving it open just enough just to see where I'm at, a light rub. And I'm probably just going to do just a half a drop sort of in between the toes. And from that, again, you just want to make sure that the oils apply to the foot. But now I'm going to do a movement lesson. Working with movement lesson is about working with rotation. We do nothing to improve foot function. Our feet are incredible and at the same time really overlooked. So there's no reason why this is not a perfect opportunity for you to work with someone. Now, this lesson is fine to do with a child as well as an adult. And so all I'm doing here now is I'm sort of putting my thumb in the middle of the foot, and I'm just sort of getting to an arrangement of matching the toes. And I'm just have my thumb underneath the arch and to add that light rotation. What I'm looking for is for the arch to breathe. I'm going into the arch, and then I'm bringing that arch back down, just like if we take in a breath and release a breath. But if you notice, like a baby, I want these toes to start articulating from the movement. So I'm not doing up and down. See how I'm going up into the arch, toes down, and toes up as I'm bringing that arch down. So it's just a counter movement, very subtle. If you want to see it from this side, this is all it looks like as I'm going down in the arch, let's say, and I'm just looking to counter. See how even in rotational movements, all of your movements and your client's movements should be countering, or your family members. So the movement lesson is there to improve movement. The cannabinoids and the essential oils are there to break into the barriers that help with neurological functions as well as movement functions. And no offense, it just smells good and feels good. They're really nice oils. I'm really pleased with the scent. So now I'm bringing that movement into each toe. I'm going along sort of more so in the joint of the toe. Again, my thumb is in the back. And I'm just doing a light circle. Now what that starts to look like, so top circle and a bottom circle. If you have something in here, it shows up a lot easier than for me just doing it in the air. But notice I'm not, quote, rubbing in the oils per se. Oh, do you have the laser? He has it. You left it in the other room? Okay. You can talk. I can cut out that point. I'm going to show too if you're...
It's right on your right, on the towels. seeing like I think I slept wrong and this side was kind of
right?
bad sleep and it was better.
Yeah. Now, for those of you who are doing the oils, let's say, or movement lesson laser series, this would be the time to where you'd want to also combine it. Holding the laser in your hands like this. Now, I'm going to put the lasers I do because you can't see then the movement, but that's where you would go in and work and bring the foot up to the laser. So what it looks like underneath is you're bringing the foot up to the laser. And what that's doing is it's really opening up all the metatarsals within, which are the small bones, sorry, in the foot. And that's where I'm using the lasers crossing midline. If you're going the other route, let's say broken toes and you're working with scar tissue, it's a little bit harder to hold the laser here. So what I'm doing with that, here, let me just turn off the light for a second just to show you. So I'm just sort of, oops. Okay, sorry. So what I'm doing here is holding the laser like this where I'm working. So I'm not holding the laser, so my fingers are still free. But especially, again, going back to that move I was just doing, if you're working with any kind of, again, broken toes, scar tissues, plantar fasciitis. Those are just some examples on how to work with the lasers when doing the movement lesson with the oils. So back to the foot. You would want to do this movement through every toe. Now I'm just going to go quickly just to show you. And you're just going in, but see how you get that counter wave? Anyone's foot really should look like it's water almost, or fluid. I get it, it's not going to happen to a lot of people. The person I'm feeling up here has been worked on by me a lot. It helps her fit into all her fancy shoes. But this is what, though, it's not a brag, what movement should look like in the foot. And if it's not happening, don't act like it's the person's fault. This is why we're here. This is why I'm coming out with more tools to help people. You really have to offer them something like this so they can have the opportunity to know what movement feels like, and then they have the opportunity to change if they need to, or open up to new possibilities. And that's why with our children, again, they can't do something they've never done. If I've done something several times and I haven't learned from it, or I haven't grown from it, again, that's a much more adult behavior. Children respond to stimuli. That's their whole mission in life. We teach them how to control that. And that's how, or one of the 50,000 movement lesson ways that you can work with the foot. But really, this is just a wonderful treatment to do. Again, I chose a tranquil before you're going to bed, after a bath, letting someone hear. If you'd like afterwards, throw a pair of socks in the microwave for 3 seconds, or a towel, just to give that little bit of warmth to the foot. Not that it's movement lesson, it just feels good and it's just loving. You can do that too with a warm towel over it, and just let that soak in and let them feel their foot. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.